Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the baby elephant community. On this channel we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, so much more. And on Fridays I started this new thing where I answer questions that I receive from all over all the different social media platforms so that I could help the majority of people. Today's topics are starseeds, crazy spiritual experiences, manifesting a pregnancy, and feeling left out. It was hard to choose only 4 questions this time because the topics I got, the questions I was asked and the topics that were submitted were so interesting, especially so this time around for some reason. I answered many of the other questions already on my story, the ones that I don't get to in this video, and I do that often. So make sure you're following me on Instagram if you're not already. You can ask questions there when I ask for them, and I will answer some in my story. And I also post 1-minute long motivational, inspirational, activational messages on my feed, so follow me over there. So before answering all these questions, I do want to answer a long-running question that I receive now and again. I'm actually going to do a whole video on it and get really in-depth and post it on my alchemybyla.com website. But if you aren't aware, I do have my own line of high vibrational jewelry that I completely created all by myself. I started it, ran it by myself. Now it's a family-owned business. My mom helps me, my dad helps me, and my brother helps me. But it's all in-house. It's all made in LA, all fair wages, all sustainable. So within this line, I create different amulets. These amulets carry Kabbalistic energy. And some people wonder whether they have to charge these necklaces or not. So that's what I wanted to talk about first before answering the rest of these questions. So amulets and talismans in general do not need to be charged or cleansed, unlike crystals. They gain their powers from various outlets. My alchemy amulets gain their power from the 3 Hebrew letters engraved into them. The Hebrew alphabet was given to us by a higher intelligence as a code. And with the right combination of letters, these codes have different powers. There are 72 of them in the Kabbalah that are all the different names of the Creator. When we use these combinations of 3 letters, the wearer receives different abilities and different blessings. Talismans traditionally are made of silver or high quality metals. That's why we don't use any gold filled. We use a high quality sterling silver or pure gold, and then we plate the sterling silver with 18 karat gold. So these metals deflect and protect, but do not need to be recharged like crystals do. If you want to check out Alchemy, my line, and get your own high vibrational protective amulet, I'm wearing the Cosmic Love one. It's my favorite one. The link is in the description below, along with a coupon code that you can use for the rest of the month of February. Now let's get into today's questions. So the first question I wanted to answer is, what kind of star seed are you? I know we haven't gotten into star seeds on this channel and this level of esoteric stuff, but I'm really looking forward to doing that. If that's something that you want to find out more about from me, please let me know in the comments, because I did do a poll on it and it did seem like people were more leaning towards the self-development side of things still. And there are ways to bridge metaphysics and spirituality and the esoteric stuff with the self-development thing, so let me know what you want to see. So that being said, I'll answer the question without giving too much background on starseeds, but if that word sounds appealing to you, that's something that you need to start looking into. Aaron Dowdy has a lot of videos on them. There's a lot of content on YouTube and online about it. Be discerning about what you consume, because some things are very, very true. Some things are made up. So yeah, we'll get into that. So about me, I am strongly connected to the Pleiadian emissaries. You know when you say something a lot and it just doesn't sound right? Emissaries of light. These are loving light beings that are very compassionate. They have been on this planet for a very long time. There's a large chunk of humanity that has connections to the Pleiades. My soul is Pleiadian, has the strongest connection to the Pleiades, and I came over here to this human incarnation, to human parents, in order to activate and heal other light workers, and in order to help with the ascension of consciousness. I have gotten several messages that just by watching my videos and receiving my energy, the viewer begins to be activated. So my platform is YouTube, and I came to be incarnated at this time for a specific reason. That's enough for the esoteric stuff. I will get into that in future videos if you are interested. Next question, what's your craziest spiritual experience? So it's hard to rank my crazy spiritual experiences, but I guess what I would say is my 2 consciousness shifts that I've had in my life. And the reason why is because this was before I had ever tried any sort of plant medicine. Before I did ayahuasca, before I was on anything, I wasn't smoking weed, I wasn't doing any sort of stimulant or drug, and I still went through this intense spiritual experience. So I experienced 2 shifts of consciousness that gave me a peek behind the curtain of the workings of the universe. I saw the answers to life. I understood everything. I felt oneness and connection to all beings and to God. In this experience, I learned that love is the start and end of everything. It is the most important thing. It is everything. I learned that everything is going to plan, even if it doesn't look like it, with all the poverty and violence and famine and all the horrible things happening in this world. It might not look like it, but things are going according to plan, believe it or not. That's why despite all the negativity in the world, I am hopeful and positive because I know that God has a plan. I also, in this experience, learned that we never die and we are never born. There is no beginning and end. We go from incarnation to incarnation in an upward motion. So that was a pretty crazy experience, if I do say so myself. And to be given that much insight for just a couple of seconds, that started the deepening of my spiritual journey. So the next 2 questions are more law of attraction and self-development related. So I wanted to get a good mix in, and I think I did do that. One baby, Ellie, wants to know if it's possible to manifest a pregnancy, and it totally is possible. Get rid of any limiting beliefs that you have based on past experiences, anything that you Googled, anything that you saw online. Get rid of any limiting beliefs that you have around having a baby, whether it be from past experience, even from doctors, or from things that you learned online through Googling it. Make the act of conception a ritualistic, ceremonial experience where you set your intention to conceive before intercourse with your partner. Look into natural remedies to enhance fertility. Look for talismans that help with fertility if you need external help. For example, the goddess amulet helps with fertility. Be hopeful and know that if you want a baby, there is a baby out there that wants to be born to you and wants you to be his or her mommy. Let them come to you by becoming completely open to them. The last question is about how to deal with feeling left out. And this really tugged at my heartstrings because I remember myself as a young girl, as a pure, innocent, loving being, feeling super left out by certain people and feeling like there was something wrong with me because I was left out. The feeling of being left out does get better after high school if you don't do anything about it, but it'll never completely go away unless you consciously make changes. So I learned about the law of attraction at 14 and I realized how valuable my energy was. I learned that the way that I treated myself is the way that other people ended up treating me. So I shifted my energy at that young age. I started to respect myself more. I took the cool kids off a pedestal. And I treated myself as somebody who is worthy of being friends with. Does that make sense? So I just shifted my energy, and that subtle change of energy changed everything around me. My relationships immediately improved. And because I saw this instant manifestation and instant gratification, I continued to treat myself like this. So use affirmations to build up your self-esteem and sense of worthiness. You will see that when you feel differently about yourself, you won't be left out anymore. People will flock to you and will be attracted to your energy. And take them off the pedestal. If they're not giving you that attention, you're good enough by yourself. You're gonna be fine. And you're a whole universe all on your own. You're plenty, you're enough. That's it for today's Friday Q&A. I hope you guys liked that. There were some out there questions, some more self-development or manifestation related questions. I love Friday videos. I hope you guys do too. And if you do, please give this video a thumbs up because it lets me know to keep going. Have a great weekend, and until next time, as always, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.